Yeah. Which camera was it, yeah? It went down one.
Was it camera one?
One is down.
Camera one, yes.
Paul? Yes? When we go downstairs from Studio 5, it'll be on the air thing.
Yes.
Are you able to put the photo on?
Sorry. Stick it on camera one.
No, I've been got a man here. Well, I had it.
Give us a look. Doing a chat about blood pressure.
Got the list? Yeah. What's up with it? Okay.
Wrestle ground.
Probably again.
Can't believe how good he looks.
How long left for the bike?
25.
Wouldn't it be great to go wait till the car? Only that was Only that.
Okay, guys, we're back on in 10 seconds.
Lisa Sneddon, Schofe, Benedict Cumberbatch on my telly box in one show today. It's going to be a great day.
I love that. Good morning, Britain. Welcome to the programme. Our top stories this morning. The fake toys, which could prove lethal. Parents are being warned to be wary after hundreds of thousands of counterfeit products were seized. Defending Britain against floods. Ministers promised to protect 300,000 homes from the destruction and heartache of flooding. The £125 online DNA test that can detect cancer, Alzheimer's and even baldness. It arrives in Britain, but is it reliable? And he's been going live for 20 hours. Phillip Schofield continues his 24-hour live TV marathon for Tech Santa right here.
Tuesday, 2nd of December, 2014. Live from ITV Studios in London. This is Good Morning Britain.
Hello there, good morning. Welcome to the programme. It's just after 7 o'clock. We have a very special guest with us this morning. We're all a little bit giddy, and we've only been up for a few hours.
I just keep looking at the clock. 3 hours and 58 minutes now,
It's
so
just
I'm
gone to
into
three.
the threes.
We've had so many tweets. I'd imagine you have as well, Phil, although you've probably not had a chance to look. Lisa Sneddon's just tweeted, Phillip Schofield and Benedict Cumberbatch are all in my telly box on one show. Today is going to be a great day.
Oh, that's
it's as simple as
Thank
that.
you very
It
much.
seems you might have
Thank
missed a trick, though. I've got one here from Lisa who says, the silver fox looking sharp, almost as sharp as Ben Shepherd in a kilt. So had you have worn a kilt this morning, that would have been the double whammy for
My
people.
legs are very bad. I have very stiff
There's still time.
legs.
Aren't you going, seeing Lorraine a little bit later on?
Yes.
There
Well,
you
there you go.
Yes,
you can't
I am.
want to with
She'll
not see
have one
Lorraine
on
without a kilt.
standby. We'll book it now.
She has
That
one
would be
for,
such a
for
bad
all
idea.
the work experience and runners.
Of everything I've done over the 24 hours, that would be a
That's
bad
where you're
idea.
drawing the line.
I draw the line.
In 20 minutes, we're going to be joined live from Australia by Jimmy Bullard. Edwina's been mentioning his legs, hasn't she? He's the first celebrity, though, to be evicted from the jungle. We'll ask him if he thinks he went too far with his banter with Jake.
Alex has the weather for us, though. Alex, how's it looking?
Pretty chilly, so if you do go with the kilt, make sure you do wear underwear. Yeah, temperatures at the moment are below freezing, particularly across the north. A frosty start to the day, but there's going to be a good amount of sunshine on offer. More on all of this in around 10 minutes.
Alex, thanks very much. So our main news this morning is that consumers are being warned to watch out for potentially lethal fake toys and children's fancy dress costumes as criminals cash in on the festive season.
Yeah, with just weeks to go before Christmas, trading standards have seized hundreds of thousands of counterfeit goods in raids recently. Katie Fawcett is in Nottinghamshire for us this morning. So you've been given access, Katie, to a massive haul of these goods. What sort of things have you found?
Well, Ben, everything you see here is fake merchandise based on the Disney film Frozen, and it was all seized from one shop in the Nottinghamshire area. Now, anybody who's been looking for Frozen toys will understand why some of this might be so desirable. What you might not understand is just how dangerous it could be. For example, we've got this nightie here that will not meet EU regulations and could be highly flammable. And here, this hoodie, we don't have cords like these anymore for under 13s, and that's because they can cause strain.
Where's my missus?
She's downstairs snuggled up.
Oh, is she having a snooze?
Well,
Oh, is she?
She's snuggled up in a duvet.
Oh, is she? Oh, well,
Looking after her.
that's good.
You left her snuggled up, didn't you?
Yeah. That's good. If she can get a few hours, because...
No, she's awake.
You
Oh,
actually, she's just snuggled up. You look as fresh as a daisy, classically said.
I hope I don't send you to sleep in the car.
Thank you very much. What do we know? What's our plan now?
Yes. You're going back in. Yeah, go on, go for it. Yeah. The weather, great.
So
We're not going. No, okay.
we'll go back in in about 5 minutes, Philip.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben will throw to the weather saying, first, here's Philip with the weather. You'll be standing in Alex's area.
Yeah.
Alex will walk in, so something on the lines of, what are you doing here? This is my spot, not yours. Your reaction would be, well, didn't you see how well I did it last night on ITV? While you're saying that, we'll run the footage of you doing it last night, again as you lay, so
am I standing beside Alex? I've gone back to the desk.
You're standing beside Alex while I was talking about this. So you're by yourself in Alex's weather area,
Yeah.
and then Alex walks
You
into
comes in.
shot. Yeah, come into shot. And then you'll mention about how well you did last night. Alex will then say, fair enough, but you've got a very important place to be.
Yeah.
Because we do need to get you out of the building for 7:50.
Okay.
To get you over to number 10.
That's good. Yeah.
Would you like key
You've
cards
just spoiled
for
the
that?
magic of television.
Yeah.
No, I think that's all.
You're
That's
all right.
all
It's
fine.
all key card, but it's very much a natural
Yeah, it's
interaction
ad lib, I
between.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, that's all fine. We'll just muck about.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
But you were
Thank
really good.
You're very kind.
Philip, you've got a few minutes if you want to do any.
Oh, I got a few minutes. Hello, ITV3. There we are. Oh, I just had. Oh, I seem to be standing up an awful lot. There we go. No, I'm fine, thank you. Absolutely, absolutely fine. One thing we would all like to know, says Ryan on Twitter, is if Phillip Schofield would do it all again next year. Do you know? So I'm hoping because the first year or one of the first years. I swapped clothes with Holly. Then last year I swapped hair with Holly. We swapped hair colour. This year I've done 24 hours. So surely next year it means that actually, you know, we don't want to see you for 24 hours. Maybe I'll be banned for 24 hours. I wonder if Her Majesty has been watching her favourite presenter overnight, says Janine Pingree. Oh, that's very kind. I think she's got other favourites. I think she's a Titchmarsh fan, actually, if I'm honest. But good morning, Your Majesty. Having school really ruined my plans to watch Schofe on the 24-hour TV marathon. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's Ellis. School's mucked it all up. Taylor Brook. Where is Holly when we need a shot of tequila? Well, no, that was the worst possible thing to do. Would be to have any alcohol at all. There was no alcohol. I think I should probably have drunk a bit more water, but listen, that's the way it goes. That was my plan. I always knew that I wouldn't drink enough. I can do that as soon as I get into the car to go home after 11 o'clock. Then I shall be fully hydrated again. Paula Grindle, behind every good man there is a great woman. How's Steph doing? I've lost her. If I'm honest, I don't know where she is. I've not seen her for hours. I waved to her once. She WhatsApped me and said all going very well. And then that was it. So I don't. She's in the building somewhere, and I have not had more than 3 words with her in 24 hours. She's just crazy, but she was determined that she wanted to do it with me. Morning, Phil. Look amazing to say you've been awake for 19 hours, not much longer now. Thank you very much indeed, Kathy. Claire Haslam. Just got my brekkie. I'm watching a bit of Schofe before I go to work. Go, Phil. Nearly there. Well done. Thank you. It is certainly getting closer now, isn't it? I'm into the 3 hours now, so that's pretty good. The big thing still to come this morning is as soon as I've finished on Good Morning Britain. That's lovely. What a lovely team they are. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Then I jump in a car and I go to Downing Street. And we've got a guide who actually knows a lot about all the places that we're going to pass and how they've been used in the movies. So that's a movie guide to get us to Downing Street. Have a chat with the Prime Minister in the Cabinet Room. First time, we believe, sorry, throat's drying up a bit, that the Cabinet Room has ever been live on the TV. And then back to, I think we'll probably be hanging around the Lorraine studio more or less, sort of getting ready for Lorraine. We've got Chris Moyles as well, catching up with Chris Moyles. Oh, that is drying up now.
It's very cold.
Oh, that's really cold. God, that's zingy cold water, that one. Freezing. So then we've got Chris Moyles. Then I'm going to Lorraine. And I'm going to cook breakfast for Lorraine and be in the show, sort of throughout, which would be really lovely. Bearing in mind that during the course of the night, of course, she'd recorded that spoof video for us with our phone-in, our celebrity phone-in with Denise, and she said that she wanted to come clean because she wasn't Scottish. She was actually lived in Windsor. so I might not mention that. Maybe she doesn't want it out there. And then once I've done a bit of Lorraine, then back up to where do I go when Jeremy Kyle's on?
You are with Linda Barker.
With Linda Barker.
And you're with Amy Childs.
And Amy Childs.
And you're crashing rehearsal time this morning.
Oh, that's all right. Then I'm back on home turf then. That's okay. Yeah.
And you've got White Christmas performance as well.
Am I performing White Christmas?
No, you're watching.
Because it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. I've actually, the boundaries have gone now. You don't have to do anything. I have no boundaries.
Okay, you're in.
My self-edit button is nearly gone.
You're in.
Well done. Sorry I left you and fell asleep at midnight. Kirsty Hunt. This is on Facebook. Jumped up when my alarm went off and there you were, just where I left you. Well done, yeah, on the telly. Just thinking how Philip is the new Jack Bauer. Thank you for that, Emily. Keep going, Schofe. You're the last person I saw before bed and the first person after waking up. That's Rosie McCormack. And we've got Paul Holton, who's this is his Twitter actually. Doing this Tech Santa Marathon reminds me of the Challenge Annika. Can't stop watching, so addictive, don't want to miss anything. Who's your favourite celebrity guest that you've had on this morning, says Jamie Devlin. That's a tricky one. Probably I would say Will Smith. I mentioned I think I was talking to Davina about that earlier on. Will Smith was just one of those, massive stars and such a nice down-to-earth guy. And Samuel L. Jackson, I'm a big fan of his and also a supporter of one of his men's health charities as well. So he's a terrific guy. I think I've done all those. Don't look at that. I've read all my social media that's appeared on my my iPad. So we'll wait for that to update and see if you want to give any money. By the way. To give £5, text Santa 5 to 70760, and if you want to give £10, you text Santa 10 to 70760, and then of course if you would like to call to donate, then call 0300 123 60 60 if you would like to donate there. Pledges, of course, for Amy Childs as well. If you would like Amy to do something, then you could get her to do that. And of course, one of the most important things that we've said all the way through the morning, that what we're doing, whether it's Paddy and Alicia, whether it's Ant or Dec, whether it's me or Christine. What we do is to try and raise awareness as much as we possibly can. Through this, but in the lead up to the big show on the 19th of December. And don't forget, there are some really amazing things on the 19th. You've got that exclusive clip with George Clooney on Downton Abbey. We showed you a tiny, tiny head turn. In fact, I think we showed it twice. We've got that coming up,
ready for you.
And so that's the most important thing that you look out for. Once if you feel like you can donate to this, then it's brilliant. But do watch the 19th show. Thank you. Where am I going now?
Back in the weather.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, you know, has high standards. Most of the big brands would never be on sale on an auction site unless they're being resold. They just won't let them be sold that way. Price. If it's cheap, if it's much cheaper than the retail price, then it's a fake. There's no other way of selling them. People aren't doing this out of the goodness of their heart. You can tell by the quality of the photographs. You can tell by the quality of the website. You can tell whether there's a name and address of the company on the website. If there's no contact, then don't do it. If there's no padlock by where you enter your banking details, don't do it. You know you're in a dodgy part of town, whether you're online or not.
OK, Alice, thank you for coming in this morning. Alice Beer there. If you want more advice on how to avoid counterfeit goods this Christmas, along with the advice that Alice has just given, head to the website itv.com/GMB. Weather time now. Don't get to say this very often. Here's Philip.
Thanks very much indeed, Ben. Let's have a look at your weather for the day.
Awkward, is it? What's going on?
Frosty start in the north.
No, Phil. Can I have the clicker
He's
back?
wrestling the clicker from me.
I'm the weatherman. This is my area.
I'm so sorry. But I just thought I did reasonably well, you know, and it was there. And I found the clicker.
But
you know,
honestly,
what do you do?
I thought you did well. Did you enjoy the experience?
I absolutely loved it.
It's harder than it looks.
One of my highlights, actually. It's much harder than it looks.
Good.
Oh, look, and there I was.
Yeah, there you are.
That's me.
You were very good.
Yeah.
Talking about cold fronts, acting like you know what you're talking about.
Precisely, and that's the worst thing. Such a fraud.
But you have been very good. I'm really sorry to say, but you do have to go to interview the Prime Minister. I'm worried. Ben Shepherd has just signed up on LinkedIn, and you've been flirting with Susanna Reid, so please go interview the Prime Minister.
I've been shown the door.
OK.
Yes. Thank you very much indeed, James. Thank you. Thank you for being so hospitable.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Phew. Let's do the weather.
No, fine, thank you. Did you pick up my phone from in there? Thank you.
In your right pocket.
Right. No, I think I'm probably all right for the moment.
Hey? Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
You all right?
Right, that's dangling.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you.
OK, good.
Thank you.
Coat on, lovely.
Okay. And you've got my
All your cards.
my cards for there. This is the one I want to concentrate on.
When-
I've got to concentrate on this one now because this is Prime Minister. You know it's
Okay, but you've got a tour before you see the Prime Minister.
a tour.
A movie guide tour.
Oh yes, that's fine. That's okay.
Ground
Yeah.
floor. So this is your movie guide tour, and then I'll get you your PM.
Yeah. Which way are we going out of the building?
Going out the west gate. This side.
And there will be somebody holding a sign up called Val.
Who is Val?
Is it tour guide?
Oh, okay. Good. All right. That's good. What if I miss her?
You won't, you've got big sign.
Yeah, we'll throw to break,
Okay.
yeah.
They're waiting, right?
Yeah. We'll introduce the tour guide.
Ah, look at this. So look at this. This is our. Are you Val?
Yeah.
Val, what a pleasure to meet you. Only available for 24 hours. I'm assuming that I'm your first booking of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you do me the movie tour guide because I'm going to Downing Street.
That's fine, I know where that is.
How convenient this is. This is Val Blackburn. How convenient, I know her name, and I just found her by the door. My tour starts right here. We've got to take a quick break, so head to the website if you want to see more. Remember, we are streamed right the way through. You shouldn't miss anything if you want to make sure that I am actually broadcasting and not having a kit, which I have not done. Back right after the break.
Just wondering whether you can hear us okay. Is the sound working? Technical problems? We'll just wait, I think, until we've got sound. Yeah, no problem. Remind me to check. Yeah, go for it.
I've got so many points. We should talk and then we'll pick up. Yeah? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. So you probably know that this is the IMAX cinema.
We're aware of it, mate. But
It is the largest cinema screens in the country and the largest advertisement in the country as well. Now, so you can see there's some lights going on down there. This has been used in a couple of Hugh Grant films. So if you're a fan of rom-coms, if you have watched About a Boy,
right.
the very beginning of that, Hugh Grant's character is dating a single mum, and she's late for the new IMAX film because the babysitter was late. And of course, for her, she didn't speak lovely about it, but actually didn't like it very much. And
So that's down there?
That's right down there. There's some sort of electric blue lights that you'll be able to see little glimpses of in a minute.
Right.
And that helps you to recognise it through all the foliage. And in Notting Hill, he comes here on a date with Anna, so it's played by Julia Roberts. Now, over there, you've got Waterloo Station. So one of the famous tube stations in London, seen recently in 24. The drone was going to hit the station.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
And they filmed earlier on with Jack Bauer running up to the entrance. If you've seen Born Ultimatum,
Yeah,
they were
seen
quite
all about it.
clever with how they filmed inside it. They had two camera crews. A small one at one end, which was the real one, and then a big fake one at the other end. So the big fake one had all of the lights and the camera, action, okay people, can everyone get in places? All of that going on.
I think we should go now. I'm cold. Look, there's stairs up there.
Here's the action, and you've got people in the background with their mobile phones.
There's a couple of people that have managed to sneak their way into the film, but when you know the story, it just adds that little bit extra.
Yeah, I love it. That's great.
We're coming onto Waterloo Bridge now. Great views in both directions. If we start off in this direction, we're cloudy today, but you can see the silhouette there.
I knew it was going to be cloudy today because I forecast it yesterday.
Oh, could you not have made it sunny?
I'm so sorry. If I'd known, I would have changed it.
Well, St Paul's Cathedral over there, one of the iconic buildings in London, and in the other direction you've got the Houses of Parliament, just behind that red double-decker bus, just to prove we are in London. So if you want to tell people you're filming in London, these are two of the buildings that you'll film. So you see them both in things like the Harry Potter franchise. You see them both in Sherlock Holmes, the Guy Ritchie version of it with Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
The London Eye as well, which you can see out the back of the taxi there. So that's in things like Wimbledon. They look out from one of the pods and go, one day, none of this will be ours, as they look out over London.
So, are we going to Downing Street?
Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting route.
We're looking round.
What an interesting route.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's planned.
We
Is
get
it?
to see so many more film locations
Okay.
this way.
Oh, there I see. Oh my goodness me, we've taken the long way round to Downing Street. I suddenly thought then, this isn't the way I'd have gone. Very good, but that's not. But if you go the other way, maybe you don't see half so much. What else have we got then?
Well, we are approaching the Lyceum Theatre, which is, of course, where The Lion King is being filmed. Is on stage at the moment.
Yeah.
That's also a literary location. So for Sherlock Holmes fans, if you've read Sign of the Four, you'll know it was the third column from the left, outside the Lyceum Theatre, that Mary Morstan was to meet her mysterious benefactor. And of course she went along with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Still waiting for it to become a Sherlock Holmes film location, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Are there lots of them? I mean, is it sort of an official Sherlock Holmes thing? Right, OK, that's it. Now you have been in one of the movies, or did you have to wait till they catch up with where everything has taken place? Why is it not already recognised?
Well, it's a literary location because it's in the books.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not been used in films yet. So, for example, in the Jeremy Brett adaptations, that was all filmed up in Manchester way.
Yeah.
So that's why they didn't use that many film locations in London.
But when you said it wasn't recognised, did you mean that although it is a literary location in the book, that you don't get like a little blue plaque or anything like that? You don't. Get
not yet. Not yet.
Right, okay.
There's a few places though that do get blue plaques for being in films.
Yeah.
For example, Notting Hill fans, if you go to the Travel Bookshop in Notting Hill, they do have a
blue plaque outside the building now.
Do they really?
They genuinely do.
Right too.
And the blue door is finally blue again, which is lovely.
That's good. What about the Strand?
So this is, you said Strand instead of the Strand.
Strand?
Yeah, so a lot of people will call it the Strand. It is called Strand, which means beach, because historically this used to be a beach. So you'll notice all the roads going down here slope down to the river, so that would have been part of the old riverbed.
Is that right?
So historically this was a beach we're on.
Well, I never knew that.
I'm not amazing at languages, but I believe Strand still means beach in a lot of other languages.
Ah, okay.
So this
is all reclaimed then, in that case?
Well, yeah, reclaimed from the beach.
Yeah.
If you were to walk along this area, we've mostly got shops around here and a few hotels. If you explore this area up to the left, this takes you into Covent Garden, which again, a really fantastic shopping area. People may have heard of that because of things like My Fair Lady. Of course, that was not filmed here on location at Covent Garden, that was done in studios, but again, a lot of people
Okay.
That's
And
lovely.
then you can
Stay there, stay there.
and the plan is that been allowed to security, we're just sorting that out and he'll wait for you here.
Right, okay.
And when you walk out, if you walk along the way the dignitaries walk, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. Very good. Look, a little bit of rain.
Come to where Christine
Yeah,
lives.
absolutely.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Philip is going to be on Good Morning Britain.
She is. Small step to your left, please.
Okie dokie. I don't have any talk back, obviously. So.
I'll tell you if we're coming to anything.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so run through that briefing form. Thank you very much indeed. You're welcome back. You're back on ITV3 now. Obviously, we're standing outside one of the most famous doors in the world. Sadly, it's started to rain, which is a little bit of a nuisance. But there you go. I'm going to be interviewing the Prime Minister a bit on the damp side. All about Giving Tuesday. That's what this is all about today. So, brief me.
Yes.
Tell me what I've got to do.
So the top of the 8 o'clock, Philip, we have a live shot just outside.
Yeah.
Helen. We've got a... Oh, what a gentleman, thanks.
There you go.
So we'll have a live shot at 8 o'clock. And then 8:01, you'll have a 10-second live tease. So it'll be great to just remind everybody about the fact that this is the first time that TV cameras will have ever been allowed inside the Cabinet Office for a live TV broadcast.
Yeah.
It's quite a privilege.
That is quite a privilege.
Yeah, and then we've got quite a quick turnaround. I'm going to zip you inside and we will get you into the Cabinet room. You'll have a couple of minutes in there.
Yeah, Doug, yeah, we're okay here.
You can have a little chat and you'll sit down. You have probably like 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay, mate. Okay, Doug, we just need to, if you want to tell Simon that he's out here, I don't know if he needs to put IFB on him.
The top back will be done inside the Cabinet.
Got
I will give you a visual cue for your live shot, and I'll give you a
I
visual
need to
cue
get
for your
who's doing talk back here?
Sorry?
Could you put talk back on him?
We're going to ITV3.
Are we?
Yeah.
Can you give him a talk back? It's a bit... We were told he was going to get it inside and he's going to be cued physically.
Okay, and you can't do it out here?
Well, we're trying to make contact.
I don't know if we can do it.
Yes, I've been
How long
a
we
few
got?
times actually.
And how long we got?
I love it.
They're not coming till 8 o'clock.
Well, we can give him IFB and he can take it off when he goes in.
There's been a number of sort of charity events.
Can you phone Doug? I can't get through it.
Are we taking a break before then?
And it's upstairs is fascinating. There's the very big rooms and then the smaller dining room, the sort of dignitary dining room, and that the conversations that must have gone on in that room would just be extraordinary.
Well,
So yeah, that's
the one
great.
thing that when we were doing a bit of research that I can't get my head around is the fact that the outside number 10 it was actually yellow, and although it looked black, it was only one.
Could I have a clear shot, please, guys?
Yes, Doug, it's Jeff here. Can you hear me?
Christina, are you on talk back? How long to your shot to air?
Yeah, Doug, it's Jeff here. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Right, you need Philip in shot.
Yes, Philip, could you please get in shot? That would be wonderful.
Absolutely. So it's just this first one.
This is just a live shot at 8, and then 8:01 is
No
a live
words.
tease. No words for the
Okay,
live shot.
that's
That's all
good.
right.
Yeah, that's fine.
The words over you are just and Phillip Schofield. We're joining Phillip Schofield when he's chatting to the Prime Minister. It's 8 o'clock, so we are 8 minutes. We've got 8 minutes. So yes, yes. So that was the one thing that I found quite fascinating, was the fact that the outside of the building was yellow. So they ended up painting it black because all the pollution had made it black.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when was that then?
So in the 60s they had a big restoration job. They had a...
He's pointing up at...
That's all right. So we're on ITV3 live now all
Yes,
the time.
you're
Yeah, so
live.
that's part of it. Just wanted to be absolutely.
and I'm going to
absolutely
step aside.
This is
I'll step
this is
aside
one of those
about
moments
2
where
minutes before.
organising our.
7 minutes until
2. Got that. So getting visual cues now because my talkback doesn't work in here. This was always notoriously, I think, one of the phone dead spots as well, wasn't it? I don't think there's very good phone service in here.
No, there's not. I think that's probably why they have the government HQ here.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's got something to do with
It's a
it.
very good idea. Yes.
I'm just so sorry we couldn't do anything about the weather.
Well, it's a shame. Listen, it could have been a lot worse. It's actually changed direction a little bit now, so let's put that over that way. I abseiled down the building yesterday.
I waved
that was
to you.
Lovely, great.
I waved to you.
That worked really well. I've suddenly been handed Downing Street facts. Okay, ITV3ers. Let's go through some of the facts. And if I can get a signal on my phone, I'll look at my tweets in just a moment. So 10 Downing Street, official home or office of the British Prime Minister since 1735. That is over 279 years. Now I put on the Dimbleby Quiet voice, obviously, as we talk in reverential terms. I say Downing Street is named after a former diplomat and government administrator called George Downing. However, George was a bit of a rogue and sold secrets, and with his fortune invested in property and what is now known as Downing Street. As well as the Prime Minister's home and office, home also provides a backdrop for some of the grandest receptions and has entertained everyone from the Queen to presidents of other countries or pop stars. And there, of course, as I stand back, you can see the door behind me. A little known fact is that the facade of number 10 Downing Street wasn't originally black, and of course we've just been told this, we know this for a fact. In the 60s it had a major renovation, and when the outside of the building was cleaned it turned out that the stonework was yellow. Only looked black due to 200 years of pollution that were on top of it. By then everyone had got used to the fact that they were black, so they cleaned the yellow and then they painted it black. Sorry, that wasn't very dignified then. I said I shouldn't really do that because I'm supposed to be doing this in a broadcast fashion. Electricity and telephone were installed in 1894. Central heating was installed in 1937. Computers were installed in 1983. And in 2002, face-to-face video conferencing was installed, which means that the Prime Minister can now speak to other world leaders in an instant. Although, as we were saying, it is alleged that can I give you those to keep warm? Because those are my cards for the Prime Minister. It is alleged, of course, that the phone signal's absolutely rubbish, although I've got 4G. So let's see what you've been saying on my Twitter account, if indeed I can get through. Poor Schofe must be knackered, says Claire P. And wet. Knackered and wet. And there's a famous reporter who signs off his report. I can't remember who it was now, so I wouldn't dream on attempting to quote, but he's saying, standing outside, freezing cold hands, number 10 Downing Street, in the cold, in the rain, late for supper. So there've been many hours of people waiting outside this door, doing a brilliant job. Hope you get recognised, says Debbie Miller. I'm hoping the bloke in there is going to recognise me and let me in a minute. That would be good. I bet Schofe's getting really tired now. That's 25 days to go. Yes, actually, do you know what? I think for the first time in the 24 hours, purely because now of cold, I think I'm actually just beginning to feel that fatigue. 2 yawns in 24 hours, I don't think is too bad though. We've got interesting. Jackie Higgins is talking about party donations from the government. That's precisely the reason we're going in there, to find out how much the government are going to give to Tech Santa, because in the past they have been extremely generous, and there are plans once again this year to match your donations, and also we'll talk about Giving Tuesday as well. Marion, hello Marion. Marion says, loved going to sleep with Schofe and waking up with him this morning. It's very nice to wake up with you too, Marion. Have enjoyed everything that you've done in the last 24 hours. You're doing so well, a proper pro. That's very kind. That's Colette McMahon. Thank goodness for Twitter to fill time when you're waiting outside Downing Street in the pouring rain. We've got... Thank you for the tweet as well, by using the hashtag ITV Text Santa 24, or just Text Santa 24. Would you just hold on for a second? I've got a live shot to do, so I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay.
So Philip, live shot first, in a minute, and then we've got our live tease.
Right, live shot in a minute.
Visual.
Good luck, everybody.
Would it look better if I didn't have an umbrella up?
Ideally, but...
Would it?
No, I think just keep it. I don't want it to get wet from inside.
Sure, no, don't worry about that.
Now, Philip, we have seen Larry the cat this morning. He was out to welcome us at 4:45.
Was he?
He arrived. Yes.
Good old Larry. Good old Larry.
The only thing is, if you hold it like that, I can't see number 10. You might have to hold it upside.
If you give me a 10-second countdown, I'll get rid of it.
Okay. I'll give
Lovely
you
start.
I'll give you a little cue for your live shot, and then we've got a minute before the live tease, okay?
Yeah.
Quick it back up.
So just give me a countdown for that live shot.
I'll grab it from you. Nobody wants to be wet to meet the PM. No one. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take that way. Yeah, it's nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Lovely.
Right, so then the next one is 1 minute,
time, and that is... They will say, Philip's at number 10 to interview the Prime Minister.
They know I can't hear, don't they?
Yes, and I'll give you a...
Yep.
I need you just to say, yes, first time, world first. I'm going to dry off and get inside.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
And I'll take that off you again in just about 30 seconds, if that's all right.
No problem.
Yeah, still
Will you
like
sit
one
away
shot,
from you?
Philip, and then we're heading in. But you'll have to get...
Here we go. Yes, this is something of a world first today. In a moment, I'm going to go through that very famous door and for the first time, interview the Prime Minister live from the Cabinet Room. Never been done before, and now I'm going to go in and dry off. Yeah, very excited. Yes, I can't hear you, so it's all being relayed, but a million different TV channels I'm on at the same time here. I think the Americans are now interested. Yes, extremely excited and very much looking forward to getting in.
Jeff, can you keep it on the shot? We'll see you later. Okay, so
Thank
can I
you, guys.
take you in then?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh God, how horrible. I mean, for him, it's charity though, isn't it?
Yeah. All for charity.
Did you say he's been doing live for 24 hours?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We have served down the side of the building, the ITV tower, yesterday. It's all for...
Went it all over then. Distance last.
that'll be the waterproof and the plastic bags. But yeah, we'll give out 20 places place and give us a shout.
And so, Philip, if I maybe get you to
stand there.
Round about here, that would be wonderful. Isn't that a gorgeous room?
This is absolutely beautiful. You think of the conversations and discussions that have been had in here. How are you? Very nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. That's all right. So am I on ITV3 now?
You're on 3
Oh, good,
now.
good.
I can't talk to anyone because I haven't got a phone.
No, that's okay.
But just talk as if you're on 3.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
You'll get your definite count to 1.
Anyone who has been watching ITV3, the feed throughout the 24 hours, will by now be used to the fact that we're doing an awful lot of behind the scenes. This is the first time ever that anyone has broadcast live from the cabinet room, and so that in itself is the most incredible moment in sort of, for me as well, having done all of the things that I've done over the past however many hours it is. 20, are we up to 20? So we've got about 2 hours 50, I think, more like something like that that's left. I haven't got a watch on at the moment, and you have to leave your phone at the door.
2 hours 54.
So that is that's an exciting thing to do. If you imagine the conversations that have been had around that table and the discussions that have been had.
Good morning, Philip. 21 hours. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Prime Minister.
I thought you might need that.
You are a star. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much
run
indeed.
Out of things to say when you're any blanks, or have you just
surprisingly,
managed to keep going?
worryingly, I've just seemed to have kept speaking.
You're looking very good.
Non-stop. Do you think?
I gather you've abseiled down buildings.
I've abseiled down the side of ITV. Should we sit down?
Yes, do.
Yes. I've.
Now look, I know you're in takeover mode today, so it's very important I sit in that chair.
Yeah.
That's the Prime Minister's chair, and you sit in that chair. But I was watching earlier, and I was warned by, that's your ambition. By mid-morning, you're going to be running the country.
My ambitions are limited when it comes to this room. Is it all right if I put my...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
fine. It was great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. It's an amazing feat to have broadcast for so long uninterrupted.
It's something of a first as well. It's also lovely to be allowed to be in here.
Well, I was just watching. I didn't realise there's never been a live broadcast from this room.
No, apparently we're sort of
making history.
Believe that to be true. I think we're sort of moments away, really, from.
We are.
Here we go.
Thank you very much indeed, Ben. And I'm sitting in the Cabinet Room with the Prime Minister. Thank you very much for letting us in here, because I don't think even you realise that this is the first time that it has ever been allowed a live broadcast for television from here.
I found that out watching ITV a minute ago. It told me that, and I thought so.
Well, I hope it's right.
No, well, we've done an interview in here, but obviously never live. I mean, I always think it's amazing when people come in here. I always tell them what an amazing room this is, because of course this is the room where in 1940 Churchill sat in this chair and decided to fight on against Hitler. So some pretty extraordinary things have happened here.
Yes, well, if walls could talk, that's for sure. But more importantly, I mean, one of the things that we're here is about Tech Santa. It's about giving. And the first question I wanted to ask you was whether or not you find it surprising that, because times are tough, and we have had tough times over the past few years, that people still give to charity at this time of the year.
But we are an incredibly generous country. I think when they do the surveys, they find that United Kingdom and actually the Republic of Ireland are the most generous countries, not only in Northern Europe, but sometimes in the whole world, amongst the most generous, when it comes to giving of time, giving to charity, volunteering, helping strangers. It's a really important part of our country and something we should be very proud of. And that, you know, whether it's Ebola in West Africa, floods on the other side of the world, problems here at home, people are incredibly generous, and we should do everything we can to encourage that. And Tech Santa's a great example. One
of the things that you're pioneering and right behind is Giving Tuesday. So how does that work? Why do you
this was something that started actually in America, and I think it was partly a reaction to the sort of crazed internet shopping that takes place before Christmas. And I think it's a good moment to remember that, of course, Christmas is about giving to family and friends and buying gifts and the rest of it. But it's a moment also to think of others and to encourage giving. And Tech Santa now, well, because you've been going overnight and now into Tuesday, you're firmly in Giving Tuesday.
Well,
so congratulations.
Giving Tuesday is not about also giving just giving money. You can give your time as well, which is a sort of entirely separate thing. If money is hard, then and you have some sort of talent or gift or just time itself, then you can give.
Well, I think particularly when loneliness is such an issue, when there's so many people living alone who don't necessarily have families surviving or there to look after them, actually reaching out and helping other people is hugely important. So we're doing something today, actually, in this very room. This will be a first as well. When the Cabinet meeting starts, instead of the normal start to a Cabinet meeting, the chief nurse from St Thomas's is coming over and training us all as dementia friends. So every member, I've already done that, but every member of the Cabinet by the end of today will be a trained dementia friend. And I think it's really important because it's such a challenge in our country. So many people are having Alzheimer's and other conditions. And as well as the research we need to fund, as well as the improvements in the health service we also need our communities to be more dementia friendly so that everybody knows how to handle and how to help people with these conditions.
Alzheimer's, of course, one of the 6 charities that
Indeed.
Are benefiting from Tech Santa this year. And I have to ask you, are the government helping us this year? We are. We've got some proposals which you can put on the table this morning. So the first 5,000 people who join up to volunteer on your site, we will give £5 for each one of those. And the first 5,000 people that give, we will give £5 for each of those. So it's a maximum of £50,000. So I hope that's a small contribution to help you on your way. Thank you. You mentioned giving up time because also, I mean, your wife Samantha gives up quite a lot of her time, doesn't she?
Yes, she goes to a homeless charity called the Passage, which feeds homeless people in the morning, so she goes off and does that, and also a bit of mentoring as well, which I've tried to do in the past and I hope to do more of in the future. I think one of the best things people can do if you've got some skills, to just try and transfer those skills onto people who haven't had all the opportunities and maybe the education that you've had. And I think particularly something politicians are quite good at, actually, is helping people with whether it's interview skills or CVs or just giving people a bit of confidence. And Sam does a bit of that, and I've done a bit in the past and hope to do a bit more in the future.
Well, your time is much appreciated today. I mean, I am in a bit of a sort of takeover mood. I'm
staying right here. I'm not moving. I'm
feeling quite comfortable. If I'm...
Well, you can stay on for Cabinet.
Yeah. Thank you. Really you're very kind. Thank you very much indeed. Right, back to the studio.
Pleasure. Now, I think we're going to have a photograph.
That would be lovely.
And then I've got to see you on your way. Where next?
I am going straight back to the rain show. I think I'm cooking actually. So we've got
that's quite dangerous because you've done the weather, I gather.
These are the badges for the. Those are badges for your children.
Indeed.
So if you would please take those. Those are the quite. There aren't many of those.
Those are the grown-up ones.
And we've got some bits and pieces for them as well down here.
Thank you very much indeed.
Well done. Thank you for the coffee.
Brilliant. And when do you sign off? When is the 24 hours up?
11 o'clock.
All right. Well, you're
I'm
breaking
nearly
the
there.
back.
No, I'm nearly there.
I had a friend who did a 24-hour cricket net, and he said this was about the most difficult time. So
Yeah.
you just suddenly, you know...
I just felt it on the way over. It was
Yeah.
just the first time. I thought, just the second yawn in 24
Yeah,
hours.
that's pretty good. Right, OK, we've got the picture. Here we go. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to see you on your way, and then
Thank you very much.
to get on with the cabinet. Good to see
You're
you.
very kind. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks so
Good
much.
luck with it all.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.